For the first time in more than a decade, Vancouver Rape Relief and Women's Shelter will not receive city funding. This comes after the organization refused to change a controversial policy. CTV's Morgane Oger explains.
It's hard times for women when they are being told by the city of Vancouver, you're not important enough.
There were questions for nearly an hour at Vancouver City Hall.
Can you help me understand where the friction is?
And how would you respond to that? So I just wanted to clarify.
But in the end, Hillia Kerner's answers were not enough to stop a move she's now calling undemocratic.
The decision was made under populist pressure and did not take into account the important work that we do.
This week, city councillors decided that after more than a decade of support, Vancouver Rape Relief and Women's Shelter would no longer receive public money.
By city policy, to receive city funding, need to be serving all women, and that includes trans women.
At issue for City Hall, the Women's Crisis Center does not offer many of its services to trans women. It has now given the organization an ultimatum.
If they wanted future years of funding, they needed to be inclusive of trans people.
Something staff back at Vancouver Rape Relief say they cannot do because it undermines their work.
It is like asking migrant worker why white resident of Canada are not involved in their work.
Now, if a trans woman calls the shelter's crisis line, staff say they will always make sure that person is safe, but everything else they do is, quote, only for women who are born female. Morgane Oger, CTV News, Vancouver.